Welcome to another round of salty takeaways and bitter ends here at SDH. Don't think there'll be a whole lot of bitter ends. Might be a couple of salty takeaways here. After the 2-2 draw, Atlanta United down 1-0, down 2-1, come back to tie it at 1 with the combination of Thiago Almada and Joseph Martinez, and then Dom Dwyer from Ronaldo Cisneros late. Once again, Atlanta United scoring with less than 15 minutes to go. 2-2 draw at the U12 pitch at Yankee Stadium. 2-2 draw against NYCFC. What we'll do over the next little bit, once again, is go over the numbers with you and look at the starting 11, look at everything that transpired in this particular match, and then we'll take your questions and thoughts, as we always do, to wrap things up. Programming reminder, tomorrow, July 4th, there will be no live SDH, but there will be in your inbox, probably early afternoonish, a look at the MLS action outside of Atlanta United, all the news of the day, everything else that is fit to print. That will be coming into your inbox to help you through July 4th. And then Tuesday, it looks like we'll be back to SDH's in the morning and getting ready for Atlanta United and Austin next weekend, getting ready for Atlanta United 2 as a part of their 5 matches in 14 days continues as Birmingham comes to town on Wednesday. So no live SDH on Monday to celebrate July 4th. So we can all sleep in or root for our favorite folks that are in our favorite road races or anything that comes events wise on July 4th. Because I know that the boss will be in her 9th Peachtree. So I will be being there at the halfway point with water and bananas and anything else, and be there to greet her when she finishes. So, all right, let's get into the numbers for Atlanta United and NYC, courtesy once again of our friends at SofaScore. And coming into the match, NYC was a minus 189. Your draw, plus 375. Atlanta United was a plus 425. This was the first time all year that you got to have Joseph, Aruju, Almada, and Moreno up top. All 4 of them. Joseph with a goal had a 7.7. Luis a 0.4. Marcelino a 0.1. Thiago Almada a 6.8. Mateus Usechu had a 7 on the board, courtesy of our friends at SofaScore. Caleb Wiley a 7.6. Alan Franco a 7.8 on SofaScore. George Campbell a 7.1. Aiden McFadden had a yellow card, 6.7. Amar Sejdic a 6.3. Rocco Rios Novo a 6.2. Substitutions for Atlanta United: Ronaldo Cisneros a 6.8, Machope Chola 6.7, playing right back as he came in for Caleb Wiley with 15 minutes to go. And then Dom Dwyer in for Thiago Almada, 6 minutes to go, gets the equalizer, a 7.4 for Dom Dwyer. Going through the numbers at the back, Aiden McFadden continues to impress with being pushed into service with the injury to Brooks Lennon. Pushed into service because of the injury of insert name here is something we've been saying a lot this year. But Aiden McFadden, 3 clearances, an interception, a tackle, 5 of 7 on his duels, 2 for 3 in the air, 3 of 4 in the air, 2 for 3 on the ground, 61% passing. And I'm really not going to get into the passing numbers or get bent out of shape about the passing numbers, considering where they were playing. 55 touches, 33 passes, 20 completions, 3 for 6 on long balls for Aiden McFadden, and 1 for 2 on dribbles. Alan Franco at a 7.8, trying to maintain Tati Castellanos in an offside position. Led to the first goal on the day for NYC. But Alan Franco in 90 minutes, 5 clearances, a block, 2 interceptions, 5 tackles on the day, 6 for 6 in duels on the ground, lost the one that he had in the air. So 6 for 7, but won all 6 of his ground duels at Yankee Stadium. 90% passing, 52 of 58 on 77 touches, 2 for 4 on long balls and 1 for 1 on his dribbles. George Campbell, and we continue to see George Campbell growing into his role with Atlanta United. 7 clearances on the day, a block, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, 2 for 3 on the ground, 0 for 1 in the air, so 2 for 4 on duels across the board. 88% passing on 66 touches, 43 of 49, 5 of 7 on long balls for George Campbell. And then Caleb Wiley also at left back in his 74 minutes, a block, 4 interceptions, 3 tackles, a clearance off the line, 4 for 5 on ground duels, 0 for 2 in the air. And he was fouled once and had a foul himself, 19 of 25 in his passing at 76%. and 46 touches, 1 for 2 on his long balls on the day. But once again, it was great to see Joseph, Marcelino, Tiago, and Luis Araujo there in line for Atlanta United. Getting into the stats themselves across the board, and it was about as even a statistical breakdown as you could possibly get. Total shots, 13 apiece. Atlanta had 8 shots on target, which meant that 4 were off target, 1 was blocked. Corners, 6-3 in favor of NYC, and a lot of those, frankly, came in the first half. 14 fouls for NYC compared to 7 for Atlanta United. 4 yellow cards for NYC compared to 2 for Atlanta United. Atlanta United, there were 6 big chances for NYC. 4 of them missed. 1 of them hit the woodwork for NYC. Counterattacks, Atlanta had the only counterattack and counterattack shot, courtesy of SofaScore. And saves, Sean Johnson had 6 saves on the day. He came up big for NYC. Passing on the day at 83%, 388 passes completed for Atlanta United out of 468. NYC 370 of 451 at 82%. Long balls, NYC had 33 to 29 for Atlanta. Crosses 5 to 2. Dribbles 9 of 15 on the dribbles. So key dribbles for Atlanta United, 9 of 15 at 60%. Only 4 of 16 on the day for NYC. And Atlanta United won 52 of the 90 duels on the day. So that comes out to 52 of 90. So you want to add 10% of 52, add another 5. So basically like 58% of the duels on the day, 58 to 42 for Atlanta United. Tackles 24-21 Atlanta. Interceptions 13-6 for Atlanta. 23 clearances on the day for Atlanta United compared to only 5 for NYC. Starting lineup for Atlanta United had a 7.04 composite, courtesy of our friends at SofaScore. And NYC had a composite of 6.83. Your yellow cards on the day, Luis Araujo, and the time wasting one to Aiden McFadden in the 16th minute was very, very strange, giving that one a very quick trigger. Then you had Chanot, Santi Rodriguez, Talos Magno, and Alfredo Morales getting the 4 for NYC. But with the lineup that we had and the lineup that we saw for Atlanta United, great to see the interplay of Thiago Almada and Joseph Martinez, seeing Luis Araujo not afraid to wind up and fire from anywhere from, say, 15 to 25. And there were a couple that were very close. And Sean Johnson, as we said, came up big with the 6 saves on the day. Good to see Mateus Osechu work his way back in, playing 90 minutes. I know that he had been nursing some heavy legs at points. Now, your numbers for Mateus Osechu in the midfield: 73 touches, accurate passes, 55 of 58, translating into a 95% efficiency on his passes, 6 for 8 on long balls, 1 for 1 on the dribble, 4 of 8 on the ground duels. He had 2 fouls in the day, 2 clearances, an interception, 3 tackles, and 1 dribble passed. So 55 of 58 is that metronome in the middle for Atlanta United, Mateus Osechu. And Omar Sadic was placed into the starting lineup. He did well. And for his 67 minutes, 76% passing on 50 touches, and 2 for 6 in his ground duel. So Sadic on the day wins 3 of his 7. And he had 2 clearances, a block, an interception, 2 tackles, and 2 dribbles passed. So a lot of contributions in a lot of different categories for all of the starting 11 for Atlanta United. And it's great to see Caleb Wiley back in, getting healthy, working down the left-hand side. George Campbell, once again, not afraid to engage in the play and really work his way into offensive pushes for Atlanta United. And Rocco Rios Nova, once again, coming in and starting. And it will be interesting, the competition going forward with Raul Godinho, and seeing where this continues to go with Rocco with his 4th consecutive start. 3 high claims on the day, 1 punch save, 59 touches, 87% in passing on 45 pass attempts, 39 of 45, 6 of 11 on long balls, with 2 clearances for Rocco Rios Nova. So a very, very busy stat sheet for Rocco going up against the offense of of NYC. And just to give you some of the numbers for NYC, Tati Castellanos had a 7.4, even with 2 goals. Talis Magno had the largest number. He had an 8.0. Sean Johnson had a 7.6 with all the saves that he had. The back line for NYC, suspect in the 4-4 draw in the midweek with FC Cincinnati. 3 of their guys had a 6.5 or lower with SofaScore numbers. Amundsen a 0.5, Callens a 6.3, and Maxime Chanot a 6.2 with his yellow card. Tinnerholm had north of a 7, Sandy Rodriguez north of a 7, Maxime Morales had north of a 7, and Acevedo and Alfredo Morales in the midfield. They were in the mid-6s, once again, courtesy of our friends at SofaScore. So let's get into your questions and thoughts as we go here. And once again, thanks to everyone who has pitched in, contributed, listened here on SDH with what we've been doing here with salty takeaways and bitter ends. So getting into our notifications after the match. Ropes. Love the chutzpah from the team. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good word to use. Looked shaky with NYC on the back shoulder, but the back line held up, wanting to see the new center back, Juanjo Purata, with Franco or Campbell to show up the back. McFadden and Wiley playing very well. Yeah, we went through the numbers for Aiden McFadden and Caleb Wiley, once again, spending time with Atlanta United 2, jumping in with Atlanta United because they've had to, and not backing down from any of the challenges. And it took Atlanta United a little while, I think, to get into the rhythm of playing in that U12 pitch, the bandbox, the futsal field, as Mike Conti referred to it on the broadcast. It took them a while to get there. The first 15, 20 minutes or so, the field was tilted and Atlanta United was having to defend a lot of rushes, and the pressure was there from NYC, creating turnovers and creating short fields and quick chances. So, yeah, absolutely. Once again, you're in another situation where Atlanta United is right there, and we did the math. 17 injuries, I think, on 36 players or 37 players, I think is somewhere in the mid-30s were the numbers. And you're seeing guys who are being put in situations and they're performing. And I know that when you look at what Atlanta United has gone through in this road trip coming in, you lose your right wing back in Brooks Lennon in Toronto with an injury on a rubber mat at BMO Field, forcing Aiden McFadden to jump in and start at right wing back and right back for Atlanta United in that match. Then you had Red Bulls with this lineup that Gonzalo Pineda was trying to piece together with 3 center backs and 5 defending and then going forward against Red Bulls for 80 minutes. But then it was 2 mistakes that had you, 2 moments and 2 mistakes that had you undone in a 2-1 loss. And then you play the defending MLS Cup champs. You're playing them. We read you the numbers and just how pretty much across the board stared at NYC in one of the toughest places to play in Yankee Stadium and came out with a just result, I think, in a 2-2 draw. Atlanta United now having earned 7 points from either a trailing position or being even late in the match. Once again, not backing down from any of this. You're looking at key passes 12-12, possession 50-50, XG, and thanks to Mike Conti for these numbers, XG was 1.73 to 1.52 New York. So basically it's what, 2/10 of a goal in your XG was the difference there. And you look at the production that you're getting up top, you got 13 goals so far this season from the guys that have been in your forward/striker positions, whether you're talking Ronaldo Cisneros, Joseph, or Dom. So 13 goals so far, and you're at the midway point of the season. With all of that activity, you're getting production from the point of the spear. And so that's definitely good stuff to see. And Ropes, you're right. I think chutzpah is a good word. And anybody that says that the team has been, that they haven't been there late or whatever, the analogy you want to use for the last 15, 20 minutes, that's not happening. It has not been happening with what we've been seeing from Atlanta United. And Atlanta United continues to get points from trailing positions, continues to score goals late, and continues to chase wins after they've scored these equalizers. So it's been really cool to see with Atlanta United, as they're now 4 points out of a playoff spot when it comes to things right now in a crazy East, and it's going to continue to be crazy in the East. Emilio, comebacks were impressive. Surprised given all the bad luck this year, loving Dom, the back line still makes me nervous at times. But yeah, and I understand that, Emilio. But once again, you've got Caleb Wiley, who's 17. He wasn't supposed to be a starter. You've got George Campbell at 21. He wasn't supposed to be a starter. You've got Alan Franco, who probably was going to be a part of the starting discussion. And then Aiden McFadden, who was with Atlanta United too. And this is just in the most recent example with the match at NYC. So you have a player from the twos, Caleb Wiley, who spent last year with the twos and has earned playing time because of how he has impressed Gonzalo Pineda and the coaching staff, and George Campbell, who spent time with the twos and has impressed Gonzalo Pineda with what he's been able to do on the training field Monday through Friday and get ready on game days. And yeah, so Dom Dwyer has definitely turned into that guy that when he's in Orlando, you hate him. When he's not in Orlando and he's wearing your jersey, you love him. And so it's definitely been the case this year with a guy like Dom Dwyer. And it's been, with going all the way back to the Sporting Kansas City match, and you're seeing what Dom Dwyer has given you this year. It's been fun to see so far this season what you've been getting out of Dom Dwyer. And with Dom this season, he has played in 11 matches, started only one, averaging 22 minutes a match. He has 4 goals in 11 matches. And so let me run through the numbers here for Dom real quick. So 22 minutes a match, and he has scored 4 goals in 11 of the matches that he's been in. So scored goals. Well, I was about to use an average, but that wasn't right. Goals per game, 0.4. Shots per game, just under 1. Half a shot on target per match. Touches on average is 8. And you're looking at passing accuracy at 70%. In his own half, it's 80%. And the opposing half, therefore, it's 64% accurate on long balls to 75%. So you're getting a lot of these numbers that you're seeing from Dom Dwyer, who knew his role coming in. He was going to be part of an equation. He wasn't going to be the guy. And you're seeing that from Dom Dwyer, and it's been really cool to see. Also on the board for the Soccer for Good OG, Joe Robbins. We didn't lose, maintained their composure, saw off the match without conceding. Maybe the approach is a bit unconventional. You hold it right back, but that's because you had to. Extraordinary circumstances call for creative solutions, and you're getting them. Sometimes frustrating and nerve-wracking, but never boring. Right on. Michael Head. I was wrong. Thankfully, it was not a pointless road trip. Great heart and fight by the squad. Could this draw be the stimulus for the remainder of the season? Michael, absolutely. I like the way you think, because once again, with Austin beating teams they're supposed to beat at home, having problems on the road, I think that they're coming back to the mean when it comes to the numbers that you're looking at for Austin FC this year. Shiva agrees with you. If we don't have mental lapses on defense, we can win games. Hope this point boosts the team's mentality. I hope you're right. And great that you guys are having conversations with one another as well. That's very, very cool. So thanks to everyone who has hopped in here for salty takeaways and not so bitter ends after the 2-2 draw with Atlanta United and NYC. Once again, programming reminder, we will have on tape after I come back from the Peachtree Road Race. Not participating, I'm cheerleading. So once that's done, it'll be news of the day, getting you ready for the MLS action on Monday night. And it will also be a review of what we've been seeing so far on the weekend out with Major League Soccer outside of what we've been talking about with Atlanta United and NYC. Jared Smith will have the twos review up with the 2-2 draw with Atlanta United 2 and El Paso Locomotive. And Tuesday, we will be SDHing with you as we get you ready for Birmingham and the twos in the midweek up at the Fraction, and Austin coming to town on the weekend. So once again, thanks to everybody who's been a part of the process here and letting us know what you think after the 2-2 draw. Once again, pulling points late, trailing twice, down 1-0, down 2-1, ending with a 2-2 draw in the Bronx. So for everybody here at SDH, enjoy your 4th. Set your notifications. We will have programming coming your way. We'll be back pretty soon because it's a very busy weekend here in MLS. Play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time. Mucha plata, y'all.